Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed Tips video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some effective ways to help you guys counter body jabs in Undisputed. Now, for those of you guys that play online, you guys know body jab spamming right now is running rampant through the Undisputed community, especially after this latest update where they fixed body jabs actually not landing in the correct way. And ever since then, you guys have probably run into people that just, they throw body jabs every other damn strike. So I get questions a lot in my live streams about, hey, how do you combat this? What are some effective ways to go about combating this style? Because it's one of the most annoying to have to deal with in the game. So I'm going to be teaching you guys some effective ways to be able to combat it. And hopefully you guys can take the ways that I'm showing you guys and implement them in your own game. So that way you guys have a much more enjoyable time playing Undisputed. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first effective way to countering the body jab is going to be the lead power uppercut to the body. Now, why this is so effective is because when your opponent throws a body jab, you guys see right here, they line themselves up perfectly in a straight line. They jab at you, and in order for them to land it, they have to be perfectly moving forward in a straight line at your body. So what that does is it lines them up perfectly for the lead body uppercut. Now, the lead body uppercut can really be effective against the body jab because it's very, very hard to get a counter shot on the lead body uppercut if timed correctly, and it's going to start to stack up damage. So if your opponent loves to throw the double jabs to the body like a lot of people tend to like to do, you're just going to rack up damage. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, right? So if I throw a lead body uppercut at Sugar Ray Robinson here, look at how much damage we do with two of them. We knock down about 25% of his body health, right? So if I throw two of these to the body and then we circle off and he does it again, I do another two, you're going to get that little hit stun, and that's going to give you the ability to be able to create the space, hit your backdash, or, depending on if your opponent decides to mix in a high shot, you could potentially even get a body rock as well. So the first effective way to combating a body jab is the lead power uppercut to the body. Now, the second effective way to countering a body jab is going to be the lead uppercut to the head. Now, this one's very, very simple, but this one can be troublesome if you have desync. So if you have desync in a fight, go with option number one, the power body uppercut. But if you're on solid connection and you have your opponent's timing down, throwing the lead uppercut to the head is a very, very, very useful tip, or a very, very effective way to countering the body jab, because it's going to stack up high amounts of damage. And depending on who you're using, if you're using somebody like a Canelo or a Deontay Wilder, or somebody that has a powerful uppercut, there's a high chance that you might even get a flash knockdown, or even when they add flash KOs back, there's a high chance you might even get a flash KO as well. So for those of you guys that don't know how to throw the uppercuts, you're literally just going to do the same thing. R1, I'm sorry, power uppercut to the head like that. And you guys see, stacks up damage really, really quick. I know I didn't break down the lead body uppercut. It's going to be L1, R1, and your lead uppercut button. But the uppercut to the head, R1, lead uppercut, very, very effective way to countering body jab spamming. But just be aware with the lead power uppercut to the head, like I said, with desync, it can be very, very tough to land. Sometimes the tracking kind of goes haywire on you. So just be aware of that. Make sure you have your opponent's timing down. It might be good to mix in lead power uppercuts to the body as well as lead uppercuts to the head, just to kind of give them a different look. And just be aware that once they see you using the lead uppercuts, whether it should be to the body or to the head, they're going to start to adjust, and they might feint something out and catch you with a heavy damaging shot. So just kind of be aware of the counters to that as well. So the third effective way to countering the body jab is going to be the diagonal dodge. Now, this one has become more effective because of the latest update in making the slips and the weaves better. This one can be very, very good as well. If somebody's throwing a body jab at you, diagonal dodging out of the way and throwing like a lead hook straight can be very, very good, or just diagonal dodging to get out of the way and circling off can be very, very useful. So for those of you guys that don't know how to diagonal dodge, all you do, you flick your left stick up, you flick your left stick down, you're gonna do that little side step right there, and that takes your body off the center line, which if your opponent isn't paying attention to that, they're going to just lunge at you with that body jab, and it's gonna create a counter window if you're looking to stack up damage with a counter shot, or it's going to evade the punch, and then you're going to be able to circle out and move about freely and either get yourself out of a corner where a lot of people like to throw body jabs, or you know, you can circle back around and kind of just reset the pace of the fight the way you want it to be at. So those three effective ways I have found, those are the three most effective ways that I have found to counter the body jab in the game right now. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Crooks, you could just block them. And that's a viable way too. But if you're wanting to counter it and kind of knock an opponent off their game with body jabs and get them to stop doing it, you want to use one of these three methods right here. So that way, you know, you're making your opponent think about what they're throwing. Because a lot of people right now are just kind of throwing body jabs just kind of as a security blanket because they're so effective in the game right now. And the body jabs specifically cover a lot of distance, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So with Sugar Ray Leonard, look at how far I step in to throw that body jab, right? So if I'm fighting somebody that's shorter like a Canelo Alvarez and he's slower, I'm covering a lot of distance, and that's exactly why right now people are spamming body jabs. So definitely use the ways that I just broke down in the video to counter that and try to get your opponent to knock that body jab stuff out. So that way, you know, you have a lot more of an enjoyable time. And so that way, you know, people actually have to try to box you, right? So, but that's it for me, my people. Let me know, are there different ways that you guys use to stop the body jab? If there are, please drop a comment in the comment section. Or if these tips helped you, or you guys have any questions on any of the ways that I broke down in this video on how to use them, please ask by dropping a comment in the comment section. But that's it from me, my people. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to slap that subscribe button, as well as slap that like button. So that way this video does get tossed into the YouTube algorithm and more people get to enjoy the great content that I have for you guys here on the channel. But until next time, my people, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next video.